Yeah. Yeah. A bit of MX bicycles, I say. Who plays MX bikes these days? Certainly not me. I thought today, gamers, we're just going to run up some public lobbies. Mostly, the issue that I have is because I've been playing Sims so much, I hopped on bikes earlier today and I couldn't get around a track. So if we somehow manage to get an aerial race finished tomorrow, it's going to be a bit sketchy. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. In terms of my lobby today, I am, well, Stovepipe, who chills in these streams quite often. He has set me up with one of the Chesco Boys racing servers. So it's a whole new, like user interface that I'm used to. So if I'm a little bit slow between putting lobbies down and up today, I do apologise, but going to be testing this out for the first time. So the track that we're going to play first of all is Saguaro Valley. Not played it yet, I've just downloaded it for this. If you, oh, that's Aiden's server that we done the other day. You type in Linz, and then password is 67, and we should be good. We're loading in. Should be all lovely stuff. Broom Tioga, Jesus Christ, somebody knows ball. That's a very, very old one. Saguaro. I need to. God, why's my eye so itchy? I need to practice my my accents a little bit. Saguaro. Yeah, we qualified yesterday. I beat an entire 4 people to qualify in the 40th and final spot for the night show. Weirdly enough, so my start in both the heat race and LCQ was sick. And then I unfortunately met my demise in turn 2 by getting together with different people, which kind of set me up for failure. But in all fairness, I think even if I had a 30-second lead in the LCQ, I still would not have finished inside the top 4. I crashed 3 laps in a row through the whoops. They are brutal. But I did have good fun. I did. So there is a high chance you see me trying to do that each week moving forwards, because it's just nice doing something different. It's just, it does take a little bit of time, like switching back and forth between the different games just to get used to one or the other again. But it was good fun. Wait, you changed that shit that quickly, Stovepipe? Jesus. Okay, I'll have a look when we change servers. Is anybody else? This is my first time spinning laps on this track. I mean, you guys can see what's going on with the lighting right now, can't you? Is this a generic track issue, or is this a me issue today? Oh my god, these rocks are fucking huge! Okay, so this is very much a do not shut off anywhere, row the insides everywhere track. Oh, I'm gonna have to shorten my 4th gear, I think, for this. Got my Supercross set up on. My 4th is very, very long for the whoops. I mean, this is a nice way to ease myself back into things, I guess. Just having it very, very simple. Boing. Yeah, we'll go and change my 4th gear right now, actually, before I forget about anything. Right. If I put it like that. Actually, we'll change gearing entirely. So like that, and then I'll save that as something separate. CBS SX, but there we go. But shorter gearing. A nice long setup name there. You got banned for cheating. Oliver, are you Aeroplane Oliver? Because I have it under good authority that you did actually get banned for cheating and using Kaizo after we had all that drama with you before about possibly cheating and like changing names and stuff. So if you are Aeroplane Oliver, then yeah, I've got no sympathy. Because those sorts of bans don't happen falsely. Oh well, W Eskimo for getting to that so quickly already. Track is Saguaro Valley. It's in the pinned comment. It'll take you straight to it. Let's just learn this track a little bit. Let's get a lap or two going under my belt. Try and get the fingers in MX Bikes mode again. I've noticed I already picked up some really bad habits, like because my brake buttons and stuff are different. I'm using the wrong buttons to try and slow down. When I crash, I'm trying to reverse with different buttons also. Kind of following the hotlines right now. You know what? This track gives me massive MXB ranked vibes and just trying to find as much off the track low lines as possible. The other thing that I notice I do, so on Sim, I don't know if it's a general practice thing that people do or if it's just a bad habit that I've built up. But if I'm like trying to really hard seat bounce something, like get over a quad in Supercross, I'll bang up the gears on the face of the jump as well. And because there's no like delay in shifting on Sim and you haven't got to use like a clutch or anything, you can, it's just like every bike's full quick shift. And I tried doing that on bikes earlier, and obviously on bikes your throttle shuts off and like then you start bogging, and yeah, it was all kinds of bad. It was all kinds of bad. So gonna use today to get the fingers used to bikes again, and then hopefully tomorrow... I mean, tomorrow actually the first step is just to hopefully have the servers not be attacked. And then if that happens, then we'll actually try and do decent. I think that's the actual line, the way that is built to jump down there. I don't think that's a scumbag move. I think he has built it to jump across the void like that. Oh, and that right-hand side is so much better. You love this track? That's good. F? Why? What F? Why not W? Thankfully, this track isn't on the bumpy side of things by the looks of it, so Supercross suspension will work plenty good. My frames are framing a little bit right now, though. Getting a couple of little spiky bits from time to time. I don't know why I'm bothering like using some of these outsides. I may as well just go inside everywhere. Same there on that inside as well. Oh, very steezy. It does feel kind of insane going through a whoop section on this game now after playing Sim. So obviously on Sim I'm just kind of tiptoeing and praying to make it through. On this game it's whack it up into 5th gear, lean back and just bang through them as fast as possible. Oh, stream buffered a lot. Let me quickly check to see if that's my end or if it's a YouTube thing. It says I've got 0 dropped frames, so it might just be a YouTube thing. I'm hoping we don't have another bad YouTube day. So like yesterday was perfect, yesterday went great, but the day before that, like, half the people's chat messages just would not come through whatsoever. Everything was getting flagged, even my own messages in my own chat, like I couldn't type because I was getting errors. I'm pretty sure there's room. I think we've got 15 people in here right now. On the server we've got set up for 30. Although I don't know how many gates / pit spaces this track has. Let me make a beeline over to the start area. This is it, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Oh, actually, there might not be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's only room for 24. I mean, it's cool. Like, it's a cool track, but I never understand the logic of doing this with, like, start gates. It's like there is infinite amount of room to work with here, and there's massive gaps in between the gates themselves. So we're only limited to 24 people being in this server by the looks of it. Open her up, get 40 people in. Well, if I had the server set for 40, I've got it set for 30 right now. The more the merrier. It would not be MX Bikes without chaos. That absorbed that actually really nicely. Thought I'd get a weird front end tuck or a bounce, so I was basically falling out of the sky. Triple. It's generally quite hard to try and then turn for the inside, so I may be better off just railing the outside to carry speed. I'm definitely seeing a few places here where you can probably low line off the side of the jumps. I mean, my frames right now probably aren't a good marker to go off of because I'm streaming in 2K at the same time and have loads of overlays on. It's flickering between 90 and 120 right now. I'm sure I could probably get it higher if I was playing in testing and done some graphic optimization, things like that. I mean, general rule of thumb is there is no need for you to have any higher frames than your monitor's refresh rate, because it's pointless after that. So I've got a 144 Hz monitor, so when it dips below 144 I can feel it, but anything above that and it feels perfectly fine. Uh-oh. 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 Keep her going. Keep her going. Skrrr! And we just filter to the outside. Yeah, see, much better now that I can actually use fourth gear as well. Up and over that. I'm good, thank you, Matt. Thank you for stopping by again. Burr up, little step down. Got 19. I'll wait until we get a full. Was it 22 or 20? I think it was 24, wasn't it? Number of start gates. I'll wait for 24 and get a race or two going. I haven't downloaded an MXB mod track in a very, very long time. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. So we're starting with this one. And we're going to... Well, I'm going to have a little look through, see if any catch my eye. And I'll download them. Link them for you guys to download as well, and we'll play a couple. Yeah, I definitely think it will help me starting off on the simpler stuff again today, just to burn the muscle memory back in instead of like spending the night doing Supercross or something like that. Just take it easy. Yeah, you can probably... I imagine you can just do shit like this and your lap would still count, just save a couple of attempts here and there. Oh, that's the finish line there. Yeah, my lap still counted there as well. No! Front end's gone. You got a bone to pick with me. You mentioned Zwift on a stream a while ago and now you addicted. Well, it can be an unhealthy addiction, but it worked wonders for me. I'm glad you're enjoying it though. Here you go. When would it have been when I was doing it? It was during... It was like on the back end of my MX Simulator days. No, but was it a little bit... It might have been a little bit afterwards. Either way, to give you an idea of how, let's say, addicted I was to it, it was when... It might have been in COVID time, actually. So I was working from home, and I would spend my entire lunch hour on it. And then once work was finished at 5, I would then do another session on it as well. And my legs were insane. And actually, over a period of, I'd say, half a year, I got to the lightest I'd ever been in my adult life doing it. Like, it was disgusting. And I think it's the gamification of it that made me enjoy doing it so much. Like unlocking drops to then get different bikes and cosmetics and stuff like that. I just remember sitting in my room just sweating out doing the... I can't remember what it's called anymore. There's that one very, very tall mountain. It's called like the sea to sky route that I've done a couple of times. Oh, I loved it. It was so good. So good. Yeah, glad you're enjoying it. Sorry for getting you a little bit addicted to indoor cycling. They know what the issue is with the aerial races at the moment, Matt, but there is nothing that the event organisers themselves can do about it. It's purely a Barboso/game issue, so they have to wait for him to try and implement some sort of fix. So if the track record's anything to go by, we'll probably wait another 2 years before we get a meaningful update on there. Did I partner with a track maker? There's a new track that has your logo picture thumbnail on the shop. On the shop? No. Let me have a look. I have not partnered with anybody. Mods, tracks. Let's have a look. Oh, that's not... Yeah, that's not like my logo specifically. That just looks like it's an inflatable object that he's put on there. It's no different than when people put like Reaper Dock banners and inflatables around the place as well. Yeah, not partner with me. That's fine. I thought you meant like they actually edited an actual thumbnail onto the track itself. But I do appreciate people like giving the love in the form of like inflatables like that. It looks cool. It looks like he's made it quite well. Looking forward to losing a bit of pudding. It's very good for it. I'm a big advocate of the best way, or the best form of exercise, or the best way of losing weight is when you don't feel like you're exercising. Like if you're just having a good time doing it. Then it makes it more repeatable as well. And like, I definitely done it in an unhealthy way as well, because when I was doing that, I'd cut my calories quite a lot. And then obviously I was doing that 2 times a day, and you know how many calories that burns at the same time. But I also had this, I don't know how in depth you are on it yet, or if you've done many races, or if you're just doing it by yourself for the time being. But the lighter you are, the faster you will go on like uphills and stuff. If you're heavier, then downhills you'll be faster. So, because I don't like cheating either, I was always entering my true weight into it. So I was basically trying to just cut as much weight as possible to then also do better in the game. So I go to like a mentally ill aspect of it when I do stuff like that. I'm far too competitive. But yeah, I think I went from... Actually, do the Australians use pounds or kilos? I can try and get a quick reference for you before we start a race on here. So, let's have a look. I think I went from about 90 kg to 70 kg. Yeah, I lost about 20 kilos. I went from like 14.5 stone, which is like 200 to 203-ish pounds, something like that, all the way down to 11 stone, which is whatever 11 times 14 is to get the number of pounds. What is that? 140, 154 pounds. So yeah, I'd lost almost 50 pounds just cycling indoors. Like, it was nuts. It was disgusting. I'm being a bit more reserved this time around with the running side of things. I'm not trying to just disappear straight away, because I know it's not a healthy way of doing it and it's not sustainable. But at least from the new year for me right now, I am still... I'm 16 pounds down now from the new year to now, so that's still pretty fucking quick in just over a month. But then, when it's the early stage anyway, you know, most of it's water weight, so it doesn't concern me too much. I know that will slow down a hell of a lot, and it'll be a slower, healthier amount to lose. I want to thank you for the 5,000 hour tips and tricks video. Listen, somebody had to be the sacrifice to play this damn game for that long. I'm glad you found it helpful though. Listen, the password is only 67 because at the start of the week I said on a community post 67 likes and I'll stream every night this week. So I'm just staying on brand. I know that I am probably still too old to be using that terminology. But leave me alone. Be nice. I'm good, thank you, Auction. Welcome back. New bikes? No, the bikes are all the same. Well, actually, it depends how long you've been gone for, McGavin. I mean, we've had these bikes for a long time now. Long time. Who's riding the wrong way? I don't know, should we try and find the culprit and lay down the banhammer if I need to? Oh, pardon me. These three are having a good time together by the looks of it. I detest... There's little things now, after you go and play different games, there's little things on bikes that annoy me even more. Why can I not change from one person to another without it changing the camera angle entirely? It's like, keep me in orbit camera. Why change from orbit camera to now a GoPro chest cam? So it's like I've constantly got to be changing things. There's a lot of little shit quality of life things that this game can definitely do better. Kilos, yes, it was about 20 kg. Have I only ran one lap that's counted? Or is it just my first lap that I ran and ended up being the best? Yeah, it was. The first lap on track was my best lap. What are we looking like? We are waiting on Mr. RN to get synced in. There's a lot of very short names today. I know it might sound like a weird thing to say, but usually I'm used to seeing people with like 2 or 3 team names at the end of their name, and everyone's just privateer in it. Solo work. Bum bum bum. TC is shit. Oh, what you mean? Are we TCing as in typical Canadian? Right. Let me see how I go about starting a race then in this new little server thing that I've got. So if I click on the server and click race 2 button, should be good. I think so. Yeah, we're good. That has worked. Lovely stuff. Have we got jump starts? Of course, we got some jump starts. Actually, I'm not going to restart, not because I'm an asshole, but I know Caleb specifically was having issues on Krakenberg for getting jump starts as well, so I think the game just doesn't like him. I'm not sure how to go about fixing that, Caleb. Yeah, I'll be doing Seattle tomorrow night. Well, I'll be trying to do Seattle tomorrow night. Depends if the race actually happens. So I was speaking to a few different people about it and like what we think like the motives behind the attacks are and stuff. And somebody like raised it as like, do you think that maybe they've got an issue with like me or maybe other people that might be streaming it? And I was like, usually I would say yes, but at round 5 at Glendale, my qualifying server and my heat race were the only servers that didn't actually get crashed. And I don't know if that's just an insane coincidence or like if it was just lucky, but I feel like it is more just towards EU/ARL as a whole. And I'm wondering, let's say EU just can't proceed anymore because it constantly gets attacked, but NA still keeps running because it's been fine the last 2 weeks. I'd wonder if they'd let people switch over to NA just to be able to race. But then I'm wondering if maybe they do that, would the person then start or to attack the NA servers again? Because, I mean, I don't mind staying up until early hours of the morning to do a little bit of a stream as well. You hit a slightly different audience there, where it's more NA people. Oh, I'm alive. It's not like I'm in bed at that time anyway. Just kind of like a worst case scenario. I didn't know if it would be an option, if it would be something that's feasible. Okay, do not use 5th gear there, that's a little bit too long. Notice I'm standing up a lot more now as well after going back to sim. Oh, bro gave up after not even half a lap. He's had enough. It's done. Uh-oh. Okay, we're definitely going to lose a whole bunch of time now, not being able to sit into that rut. Yoit. Oh, that's fine. There's mistakes behind. We're good. We're good. Uh-oh. I don't want to do that again. Tried carrying way too much speed around there on the exit. Guess I'm leaning forwards a lot now as well. See, I've never ever been able to play a game in windowed modes. I find it too distracting, having like the taskbar and stuff on the screen. Always been a borderless gamer. I think I'm on borderless right now. So I know you can do full screen windows. But I don't think I'm on that. What's happened to Aiden this race? I'll say he had a good start. I was kind of praying that them tyres didn't have collisions. I knew my handlebars were about to tag them. Yeah, it doesn't sound like, well, it doesn't look like at least. I think the last 2 weeks NA's been okay. Like, it was prior to that it was getting attacked. Well, definitely not last week anyway. I think last week went off without a hitch. So then there's different theories to it as well. It's either a European guy that's asleep, or it's an NA guy that just wants to race NA instead and fuck over EU. I'm not sure what the answer is. Or it's neither of them, and it's just somebody that's been caught cheating and is upset by it and wants to get their revenge. I'll be honest, that last lap felt decent. No clue where to get another 2 seconds to try and compete with Aiden's lap time that he did. So Aiden is just him around here apparently. I say that, I am 1.4 seconds up right now. Oh, slid out. That'll be all that time gone. We got 2 minutes plus a lap left to go. I think I only do the one race around here just because we did spend so long in practice beforehand. I'll have a little look through mods after this, see what tickles my fancy, see what tracks look good to me. Me and Doug just done exactly the same thing there. Tried cutting across the inside, back end stepped out on the entrance, and then we died. Hello, Jerry. I'm way more blocked in right now than I usually am for some reason. I usually feel like I'm quite attentive to chat when playing this. Oh, I would love a world though where I can just freely switch back and forth between sim and bikes with like no impact to my level at all. I'd love to be good on both. Well, when I was generally speaking, I'm good on both. I'd love to be better than good on both. That was quick. Felt pretty good. Keep exiting that corner too far to the right. We're off. 59.5, yeah, 59.5 was decent. Oh, did not get slotted into that route whatsoever. Back end was sliding out of it the entire time. I think this is last lap. I think I managed to hit the finish line after zero. W lapper. Oh. That'll take forever to get around him. These ruts might hold you a little bit too well. Well, this is the kind of track that I think that just general casual community quite enjoy. There's not too much thought process going on. You get to hop on and just bark the bike, just rail around the track. It's very, very easy, very straightforward. There we go. Race 1 on the stream done. I've never had frame drops in the game when tabbing out, other than when I'm tabbed out to Discord and then coming back. Anything else, if I'm tabbing out to YouTube and back, fine. But it's always Discord is the issue. Yeah, yes, Alex, it would be. Yeah, never been to the States before. I like the little extra information that we get here of how much quicker you've gone than your previous PB. I'm surprised nobody's complained about no controller overlay yet. Do, 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 do. I don't know why Discord does it. I think it's a combination of Discord, Windows 11, and MX Bikes not liking each other. Whatever place you get in next race is the amount of gifts I'll give. Okay, so everybody in the next lobby, please make sure that you take out mathematics as much as possible to make him get last place. Please and thank you. Let's have a quick little scroll. Bring us up on screen as well. There we go. Right, let's have a quick little scroll through these tracks together. See what's popping out. Fishy's been like on it with tracks recently. I feel like he's released quite a few. I don't even know where to start. There's just so many that I haven't played. Ooh, what's this all about? Bit of Loon Plage. Looks rough. It looks fun. Sand track as well. Might give me an excuse to bust out the KTM with a sand setup. How do I know what track to do? Are they fully cancelled Hawkstone already on Thursday? That's surprising. We're meant to get we're going to get snow apparently where I am tomorrow, but then it's also going to rain at the same time, so I've got no idea. It usually just washes it away. I don't know if you can race the individual tracks on here, but I'm guessing that you'll be racing just the main big track in the middle, so I'm hoping this is whooped out, but this top one looks more whooped out than the bottom. But I want to do this. Let me copy and paste this into the chat, and we'll... I'm hoping the file size isn't too big. I'll be honest, I didn't really have many plans of going and watching Hawkstone anyway, just because the weather has been so miserable. I got no desire to go. Like if I'm riding, it's slightly different, but there's not many parts of me that want to. Oh my god, we're not playing this track. Fuck that. We'll do that another time. I'm not making everybody download a 1.2 gigabyte size track just for one race. That's unreal. There's no objects on there. It's just flat sand. How is it 1.2 gig? That's nuts. Yeah, sorry about that. If anybody just started that, cancel that download. You do not need to be doing that. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. What am I liking the look of these days? It's got a good thumbnail. What's this? Wild Wilderness Training Facility. Or am I being hoodwinked by a good thumbnail? Krusty Kenny Next Level 101 Compound. Yeah, we'll do this. Hang on, let me check the size before I copy and paste this one. How big is it? That's what she said. 400 megabytes. That's a little bit more manageable. Actually, whilst this is downloading as well, Auction said Veggie's turn track a couple times. Let me search for Veggie's turn track and see what it's like. Because we could possibly do that after this one. Veggie's turn track. The screenshots aren't telling me much, but it does look slightly whooped out and sandy, so that could be a good shout for the next one after this as well. Did I pin that, or did I just post it? I pinned it as well. Okay. Right, so that's downloading. Let me close my game. You might struggle to get a track that's only 4 kilobytes. That would be lovely. It'd be great for that to happen. Tracks, paste that in there. Now I need to go to the server hosting, configure server, track. What did I just download? I'm typing 101. I've noticed there's next level 101, but there's no Moto 101 on this server list. Not in my good books. Not in my good books at all. Save that. If I just press restart server now, surely it should. Does it take it down and put it up on the next one straight away? It does. That's cool. That's nice of me closing and reopening it on like I usually have to. Right, I've got a lot of tabs here that I don't need. Close, 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 close. Right, just got the essentials now. I'm back. Anyone else having issues with the servers right now? I did see in that last race we just did, there was a little bit of flickering going on. Is there a chance that it is Thursday, isn't it? There is a chance that it could be Steam update. If it is a Steam update, this only lasts about 10 minutes. If it's not a Steam update, then they've started attacking the master servers, which isn't ideal. We'll sit here and chill for like 10 minutes, see if anything happens. Yeah, we're not allowed to touch TC stuff anymore because TC touches people who are not of consenting age. I'm trying to think of a more political way of saying that so I don't get demonetized, but no, we don't vibe on that too much. And this is Mushaboom, but Mushaboom kind of fucks, kind of slaps. But then it's also a paid track, so it's like you kind of supporting it at the same time. Whoa, Roost, that's outrageous. Nothing but allegations. Prove it. I'm hoping that it's just Steam going down for 10 minutes, although this does feel earlier than usual. Yeah, I see. Oh, yeah, Oliver, if you're still in there, I've seen why you've been banned, and it's just fucking retarded, the things that, like, don't just say stupid shit in MX Bike servers, because it all gets tracked, it all gets reported. I've just seen that now. Yeah, we'll try and move away from that, we'll move away from those kind of discussions. Please, gamers. Oh, we'll keep things nice and PG. Yeah, what do we do for the time being? Actually, what I'll do, you guys will be my eyes on the ground. Let me just hop into testing quickly, and I'll do a little bit of Seattle action, and then in 10 minutes or so time, we'll give the servers another go. Because again, it could just be Steam updates. Sometimes it happens on Tuesdays, sometimes it happens on Thursdays. Usually it is later than this, though. I'd say like another 2 hours or so. Oh, see, well, I have a screenshot in front of me. It appears to be on one of the Supercross tracks based from the background. But it says, I hack, you will never get rid of me, I will crash the servers. So, even if you are just capping, you realise with all of the issues that the servers and stuff have had right now, that people in a position of authority would not be happy with people saying things like that, so then they would ban you because of that. And so you can say... Well, my suspension didn't suspension there. You say whatever you want in like group chats and private stuff, but when it's like public lobbies and things like that, it's probably not the best thing to say shit like that. I'm not even the one that does the banning, by the way. I'm just giving you general advice. I feel like my rider's wearing jeans right now. I feel very stiff on the bike. I'm not moving around very well. I will say something that hasn't helped. So, playing the Seattle track on Sim last night, it makes me dislike the scaling of these aerial tracks even more than I already did. Like, I really, really dislike them. Everything is just so stretched out and oversized. And in this rhythm section specifically, I don't think there is a possible alternative rhythm anywhere. Like, you land in this banana, I don't think no matter what rhythm you take, if you land this banana, you cannot possibly step off to triple out at the end. Like, I feel like you always have to end up singling into the corner. And again, it goes just back to weird spacing. Because do you remember we had the debate last week? On last week's track, where I doubled in after the start and you can't go double triple like you'd expect to be able to do on a 450. And people were saying, like, you need a bigger gap or bigger distance. Holy fuck, thank you very much, Macca. Jeez. That was very nice of you. When you get ejected from a server, can't you join back? If you get banned from a server, no. If they've banned your UID from the global blacklist, if they've put your GUID on the global blacklist and you rejoin a server, then you're just spoofing your GUID. Well, no, this doesn't involve me. I'm just relaying information I've been told. Yeah, make sure you give some W's. Get some W's for Mr. Mathematics. Very nice gentleman. So what I was saying, do you remember last week how, so I tried doing a double in, and then I couldn't triple afterwards because the spacing was like huge. It was a 3-5-3. And they was like, okay, you need to have a bigger gap, like between the 5 and the 3, because the 5's bigger, you need more room for the ramp. So, this here is a 3-5-3. So why is the gap between the 5 and this 3 tiny, and then the gap between this 5 and this 3 huge, and then the gap between this 3 and this banana also massive, but then the gap between the landing and this one's like, it's like the space in here just feels so strange. I can't explain why, but it just feels off. It just makes it feel like there's no alternative that you can do. Like in Sim, this wasn't a banana. I haven't looked at the track map for this map yet, but I've noticed that the videos that I've seen of the Sim tracks, whilst they try and stay true to the track maps to an extent, they do like occasionally alter things ever so slightly, I think, just to make it work better with the game. And I would love to see that happen. It's just little things like on Anaheim 2 after the whoops, there's 7 jumps in that section on the track map, and we've got 7 jumps in a game, and we have to go triple, triple, single. In real life, they ended up only having 6 jumps, so they would just go triple, triple, and somehow on Sim in RF, bear in mind, the sim tracks come out on the Wednesday before the real life race happens, they only had 6 jumps as well, so they went triple just like in real life. And I think there's a... you got to try and find a nice balance between replication and something that flows nicely. Don't know if I want to read out the full name, but thank you, LeBron James. Thank you very much. That's outrageous. Loki Sam dodging all the memberships. If it makes you feel any better, Soru dodged memberships for like 4 years. I actually still think Soru's never been gifted a membership, and he's been mod for God knows how long. And we had a theory at one point that maybe the mods don't get the gifted, but then Rusper's a channel mod as well, and he got a gifted like multiple times. No, there's nothing wrong with being Jewish. You're 100% correct. But I still don't need to try and say things in a derogatory way too much. There's nothing wrong with whatever you want to do in life. Just have to cover my footsteps as a creator, you know. Although I do... do you think, in general, because we've got quite a niche community anyway, how cancelable do you feel like MX Bike's YouTube players are? Like, if I just went out and absolutely ripped the fattest hard R known to man, do you think I wake up the next morning and nobody watches the videos anymore, or do you reckon it's chill? And it's just aura. Like, I put so much emphasis on the ER at the end as well, didn't even hit with the A. If Aiden's tracks had good soil, it'll be perfect. No. Because if they had... if they was... when you're saying good soil, I'm guessing you mean grippier. If they was grippier, then the rhythms wouldn't work the way they do, because you'd be going too fast. Like, you'd be hitting rhythms that weren't intended, that would mess up the flow. So it's like there's a fine balancing act between the scaling of the track, the traction the track has, and the scaling of the like jumps and berms. So it kind of all goes hand in hand. It's like if you change one thing, you have to change something else to compensate for it. You reckon I get more people watching after dropping it? Interesting. Well, you know what? Maybe the last YouTube video that I ever make, because obviously this will come to an end at some point, when I go back to doing a normal desk job, maybe for my last video I'll just do a whole normal video saying thank you, everything like that, and then right at the very end just look into the camera dead in the eyes and just drop the fattest hard R ever known to mankind, and that's the last word I ever say on YouTube. And then my new employer finds out and fires me straight away. Servers are back, lovely. I told you it'd be a short time. I think it was just Steam updates. Don't Fall or Staircase. I think Don't Fall it might be better because you can do multiple laps of it. Whereas Staircase is kind of like one and done, you know? Right, yeah, server's up now, gamers, if you want to hop in there. Hello, Honda. Good, thank you. I still can't feel my legs today. It's day 2 after doing that actual leg day rather than just running. And my quads are still fried. So I'm hoping tomorrow I'll actually be able to walk properly. Because it'd be nice just to do another run again. Or even if I just walk for a longer time. Shit, you generally should see me trying to get up and down the stairs the last 2 days. That's alright, Christers, you can watch it on catch up afterwards anyway. Yeah, you'll know from the stream title, because if it gets cancelled, I go in there and just add cancelled to the front of it, so you'll know if it went ahead. Yeah, don't fall in like a race server would be good. Purely because you can't respawn. Whereas you can kind of just scumbag it and cheat in testing. would you, there's two thoughts with that. Would you do it with... Did I not save...
Been watching for a while, wanted to show some love.
Huh. Thank you very much, Taylor. That's very generous of you. Can anybody remember what the last track we played was called again? And it was... Oh, it was Saguaro, wasn't it? Let me try and find S. Yeah, thank you, Taylor. Did I not save that shorter gearing setup? Oh no, it's there. Yeah. I'm such a div. I got it. I got it. Is that a DRS sticker on the forks? Yeah, not by choice though. I'm just running a public Fantic skin and it's got DRS on the suspension. I've got to give away my setups before I go. Do you think people will still be that interested in bikes in another couple years' time? I mean, 100%. I'll probably just save a folder somewhere and then upload it to mods if need be. I won't go through the effort of naming anything, because you see half of my setups are just named random letters so people can work out for themselves what's what. Actually, no, would that be a dickhead move? Because I'm guessing some of the stuff that I've got from, like, CBS or SPX is paid stuff as well. So that actually that would be a massive dick move. The map's black? What's wrong with that? It's 2026, Derpy Rock. You can't be saying stuff like that. No, but on a real, you downloaded the server version. You just need to download the normal one. Just the top link, I think, works. This track's weird. It's like it's raised everywhere, so you can just fall off the side of it. I don't know, Oliver. There's nothing I can do about it. I've got no say or influence in who does... Well, actually, I do have some influence in who does get banned, but I've got no influence in most of it. It's like, I'm sure if I wanted someone banned enough for doing some outrageous stuff in my own server, I could make it happen, but when it comes to unbanning just general bans that have had nothing to do with me, there's nothing I can do. Yeah, I know. Well, I don't know if you watched the end of my stream 2 days ago, Nicholas, when I done that Don't Fall map. It seemed like everything worked okay, other than that, like, final jump. Yeah, I'd actually go as far to say that the track was easy, other than the final jump. So it definitely was nowhere near as hard as it is on Sim. Then I was scumbagging the system, and for the sake of time, I was using resets a little bit. I think the only two surefire ways that I know of right now where you can get back, like, globally banned on bikes, where you can't join any dedicated servers, is being, like, blatantly racist in game chat, like dropping hard Rs, and somebody screenshots it and posts it and gets you banned for it, or cheating, basically, and someone has a clip of, like, video clip of you cheating. And I'm not talking about cheating as in, like, cutting the track, but it's like if it's blatantly obvious that you've changed your bike to be, like, faster and shit like that as well. Those are the only two real ways that I know of. Need to do a drunk stream again. I feel like you guys enjoy when I've had a drink, just because I feel like I'm a bit more lively and I'm a lot less filtered. I don't feel like I'm that filtered anyway, but I'm definitely a lot less filtered when I've had a drink in me. I don't actually like getting drunk just for the sake of getting drunk. I'm not a big drinker in general, which is why it doesn't take much for me to get drunk anyway. feel like the only thing I really remember from one of the other drunk streams was... I don't even remember it, it was just being told after the fact. Apparently I was telling me like no, because I started grabbing Linda's tit on the camera. All over the clothing, of course, yeah. But again, that kind of... that PG filter just disappears when there's alcohol in the system. This is a strange track. I feel like I got a catfish in the screenshots. Now she's been trying to exercise a bit more this year as well, in the same way as I have. She'll get on the exercise bike downstairs for a couple times a week. Well, that thing when you downloaded it the other day, then took it straight back out of my game. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this. I definitely feel like the screenshots catfished me. I'm glad it's not my own opinion though. I don't feel good sometimes in like talking negatively on tracks because I know how hard tracks are to make. But I suppose it's no different than if you match with a girl on Tinder and then you find them attractive at first, but then you realise there's no pictures of them from the neck down. Like all the pictures are taken from like slightly above, and you're like, oh god, what have I got myself into? I did qualify last night, Tex. However, that's as far as my night went. So I had a really bad heat race and a really bad LCQ, so I didn't make it through to the main event. But we did make it through to the night show at least, which was nice. So I'll try again next week, see if we can do the same thing. And as long as we're trending in the right direction, I've got no issue with showing up each week and just trying to make it happen. I haven't watched the stream back yet. I kind of don't want to, because I feel like Callum would have mentioned me once throughout the course of the night, since it was his idea for me to do it anyway. But there would have been nothing positive said, because I was just wobbling around at the back the whole time. What day is it? Saturday, Friday. Did I misread Dylan Woodcock's post? But so it's Belfast, isn't it, that you're going to? Is it Friday and Saturday riding? Are they two separate rounds? No, that track's nothing to do with me. That track's nothing to do with me. The guys just made a inflatable with my logo on it. Guess he's just showing some love, which I appreciate. But yeah, I've got no involvement in the track at all. I haven't even got the track myself. I've not played it. I will say, I don't know if he's done it intentionally or not. It is probably a very good marketing tool. Let me read the description, actually. Now, see, he has got other inflatables around the track. I'm just looking for all the screenshots as well. It just happens that the main thumbnail one has my one on there. Yeah, he's got a Kells inflatable. He's got a GMD Tracks inflatable. Like, he's got Reaper Doc banners, Red Rider banners. So there's all sorts going on here. Yeah, so he doesn't even thank me in the description of it. So yeah, it's nothing to do with me at all. I think it's just to build up the ambiance. Oh, okay. Yeah, 2 nights of racing then. So, that's a long weekend of racing for a lot of the guys. You know, being up in Belfast to do arena cross 2 nights in a row, and then they would have had to go to Hawkstone, wouldn't they, for the Sunday to race that as well. But they cancelled Hawkstone now, so I guess it's not too bad after all. All right, let's get the race done on here, and then we got Veggie's turn track after this, so I get to bust out the KTM with the sand setup. Yeah, the track. We've been catfished with the track gamers. We'll just have to gotta rough it out. We've got to see it through for this one. I say a lot of these tracks are a learning experience for me, where I haven't played them, haven't tried them. I don't know when or where. I just saw Ol said in chat earlier that they cancelled Hawkstone. I've played a fair few KMX tracks to the point where they kind of all go into one for me, so I'd have to see some pictures of Monster Mountain to know if I've played it or not. I didn't know if that went hard left or not. I feel like that went as well as could be expected. Oh, I've just cross-jumped the shit out of someone. It's actually quite difficult to see where the lines go. Uh-oh. My inside. Oh! Almost ended mine and Moisek's life at the same time. This KTM in front is accelerating very, very fast. And has Barboso gear and has a random name. Thoughts? Considering the Fantic's the faster bike in a straight line. Seems to have slowed down now. It was a nice move from Aiden there. Instantly see it getting gone. Do you know what I mean? He's getting a very good slingshot out of some of these corners. Could just be someone decent or undercover. I can guarantee that even by the end of this race, I'm going to have no clue where I'm going around this track. Wait, what do you mean you almost made the main in EU? Isn't EU like hella easy, Brock? I thought EU was like the joke class, joke region. Boys, we can't do this every time I switch games. We can't say, oh, bikes looks weird today, or Sim's got a graphic update. We can't do it. Same as any time I upload a real-life riding video, it's like, damn, MX Bike's graphics, or you like, what's your reshade settings? It's like, ah, fuck off. Damn, that berm just kind of ends at the end there. Almost like ride you off the edge of the track. What just happened? Did they just disappear, or did the server glitch, or... Hmm. Uh-oh. The guy in the stock Barboso gear DQ'd. Why does that just add to the suspicion? He has got... I don't want to judge people based on their MR, because they could have improved. That is awful. Time to do some Lynn's investigative work. Hang on. It's not a good start. It's not a good start at all. Hmm. Oh god, hang on, it's a new setting here that I'm not used to. Just the two of us. We can make... I'm not going down the aeroplane Oliver route again. I'm not doing it. I'm just going to pretend nothing's happened. I'm just going to carry on watching the race. I'm going to watch Aiden. Aiden is so far in the lead, he's had time to just stop riding and type in chat. I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not doing it. We're watching some nice MX Bikes racing action instead. Way to go, Paul. Paul, goated film, by the way. The server might be dying on me a little bit. I only watched it the once, but I remember it being a decent film. Out of curiosity, Roost, whilst we already know that cheats exist, currently they're locked behind a paywall for actually buying cheats. So whilst I kind of understand what you're going for in kind of showing stuff, and I mean, it would be great to like expose people who have been like silently cheating to try and find out. I also, whilst I share a lot of frustrations about the game and there's a lot that it can do better, I also don't want it to fully fucking die just yet. If you could just like wait a little bit, like wait maybe 6 months or so, hopefully MTG comes out by then, and then have the potential to kill the entire game, that would be much appreciated. Because I would like to still make a slight living before the game fully ends. That would be good. I have proof. Aiden told me his config is private like an idiot. What's in the config? Is it just everything? Where do we go? Was it Barboso, MX Bikes, Profiles, Lens? No. Which one's configured? I'm good, thank you, King. Am I looking in the wrong place? Oh, these are all configs. Which one what are we going for? Or is it not something I'm able to open? But yeah, if we can stay away from any MX Bikes drama just for another couple of months, please, gamers. I don't have to dedicate, like, full time to Sim just yet. Is it global? Can you open these with notepads? You can. Amy's matured sperm. It's me. Drop the hammer. Oh no, there's nothing. All I can do is suggest things I see that look slightly strange. I can't do anything more than that. Here we go, here's everything. Why is there... Oh. I was about to say, why is there so many bikes? It looks like it's listing... So like per bike, it keeps a track record of what each of your paints and shit are as well. Oh no, there we go. There you go, you boys can tell me if anything here looks suspicious. That's weird. How's it got my erode multiplier as a -5? Surely it should just be 0, since I've got it set to 0 in-game. Just MX Bikes things. I did change my settings earlier, by the way, gamers. You know, I'm always a big advocate of having no tilt in-game. I've changed it now to be up here. I changed it to 3%. And I can't tell you why, other than it just felt a little bit more comfortable after going from MX Simulator back to MX Bikes. I mean, Roos, I'm happy for you to show any information that you possibly can do to try and pin something on me, but all I can do is give you my word. I feel like anything that I've ever changed, I've told people about, you know, when it comes to like changing clutch and downshift and things like that. I mean, I stream everything. I always pull up my files when people want me to pull up my files. That's like many times over the years of people have accused me of wrongdoing. I would like to think, and you can treat it as like cope if you want to. I would like to think, because I am so competitive of a person, that if I was going to go as far as cheating, I would cheat enough to where I would still be winning, not rocking around getting 8th place in a main event. That could sound like a really shit excuse, but that's the way that I look at it anyway. Right. Next track was Oxygen's suggestion. We are going to be doing a little bit of Veggie's turn track, and I've closed MXB mods. There we go. No, I haven't even looked to see what's happened yet. I'm not starting the timer until next time we do a donate-a-thon. Thank you very much, Moisek. No, you say that always about joining the server and it like changing stuff, but I was of the opinion that you could never do anything with your tires whilst joining a server in the past, and then Kaizo came out and you can do whatever the fuck you want. So, no. So, I personally am not smart enough to do it, but I'm sure there are people out there that can do it quite easily. But in the same vein, I'm not going to sit there and spend fucking 75 a month or whatever it is just to cheat in MX bikes, because it's just sad. And surely there's got to be some credibility to like skill level if I can then just hop over on Sim and do pretty decent at the same time, which is a harder game. Just getting the track link, bear with me. Again, I've got no... Actually, does this track have start gates? I'll download it anyway. There you go. To the best of my knowledge, so that anti-cheat we only ran at round 1. And I don't... Well, apparently it flagged up that a lot of people had like a Kaizo open in the background whilst using the anti-cheat. And it flagged people and people got banned, so on and so forth. But then you had all of the issue with there being a vulnerability in the anti-cheat. So then they have made it so from round 2 until now, so rounds 2, 3, 4, and 5, the anti-cheat hasn't been needed. So there is nothing stopping people from having been cheating these last 4 rounds. And I mean, I'm sure you guys remember from a long time, before the anti-cheat even existed, I said I would love for there to be some kind of anti-cheat or a third-party like app, so similar to Faceit for, you know, Counter-Strike, things like that, that people use. Steam, MX Bikes. Let's do this, actually. Steam. How was it? Steam apps. Oh, it's the right folder anyway, isn't it? MX Bikes. Oh no, Steam. You're doing it this way. MX Bikes. Browse local files. No, other way around. Steam, MX Bikes. You're the biggest guy. Had to use this platform. What do you mean? If you're on about opening stuff like this in WinRAR Roost, this has been around for a very long time. But then kind of what Ol said just now, do you remember like I made videos ages ago about changing your rider weight and I done a video on it? And then this is how people used to remove like their tear-offs. You didn't have to pull tear-offs. People used to delete the sound of like sand, so the sand didn't sound really bad. This was all done through here like you've just suggested. But then still, to the best of my knowledge, you was never able to join a server because it would flag up showing that your files were different for like rider weight and stuff like that. And that's why I believe that... Do you remember when I'd always say that I don't believe people's like testing lap times, because I know you can scumbag stuff as much as you can. But then I always believed that if it was on a server, it was fine up until Kaizo came out, and I was like, well, fuck, probably anything's possible then. But I don't think being able to change this stuff alone is proof of like all these top boys are cheating. It's like I have played with Cam on a LAN stage setting where everything's been set up by staff and other people. So whilst I would love to sit here and go, yeah, Cam's 100% cheating, that's the reason why he's better than everybody, I have to say, I think he's just good. I've got no reason to defend Cam at all. Like, we don't talk outside of the game. I've got nothing to do with him. I'd speak to him in the server every now and again on race day, and that's it. But it sounds like right now, no matter what I say to you personally, there is nothing I will be able to do to change your mind. because it seems like you've got your mind made up. All I can do is give you my word and say that this game is how I make a living. There is nothing I would do to put that in jeopardy and say that it would just end tomorrow because I've done something stupid. And that's it. Again, if it was about money, I would go and crank them cheats up to the fucking max and win everything and get way more money than I do now. So it is what it is. Unfortunately, I have a very nice community that they don't really care where I finish now anymore. A lot of them are here just for me, which is very, very nice, and I'm very grateful for it. So I haven't got to do shit like that. But if it makes you feel any better, you are not the only person that thinks this as well. I've had this many, many, many times over the years. You're not banned because you're not saying anything like bannable. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Like, people have accused me of all sorts over the years. I try my best to try and disprove things and show things, this, that, and the other. And I look at it in the same way of... bias isn't the right word. I don't even know how to go about wording it. But it's like, if there is somebody that you... so let's just take, like, parasocial relationships in general. If there is a person that you like, and they do something, you're more likely to side with them. If there is somebody that you already have a slight dislike for and they do something, you're more likely to disagree with them. But I can't do anything else than what I've already done. The only rebuttal then I have to that last one about a paid-for bike is I was on the OEM team for like a year. I fell out with the OEM team because of how they was building bikes, and I left the OEM team, so it's not like I get any special treatment with them at all. Like, I literally got to a point, whilst they were developing like 2 bikes ago, that I just said, fuck this, and I left. Because I didn't like how stuff was being built.
Can we just start a conspiracy that...
So yeah, I don't know what else to suggest to you. All I can do is give everybody my word. And hopefully that means enough. So I've got no reason to lie. So yeah, thank you very much, Ireland. Did I actually download that track? Let's have a look. I did. Veggie's Turn track. I'm hoping this is on server lists. If not, I'll have to see if I can upload it myself. Mods, tracks. Not so many track folder at this point. Veggie's Turn track. And then server hosting. Configure. Veggie's Turn track. It's on there. Nice. Get rid of that one. Save that one. Restart server. Back to bikes. So we are going on KTM. Has goated Sans up. Lovely. Oh, you uploaded it for me. Thank you very much. Lynn's. Didn't close and reopen my game. I mean, I've had jokes with people in Discord before by saying, like, I would love to wake up tomorrow and it turns out that everybody that keeps beating me in main events is cheating, because it would just make me feel better about myself. Well, I know YouTube videos on it. I think for most of the things it was gate kept for the most part, but I've done videos on changing rider weight and stuff like that before. But I still generally only, well, when the video was made anyway, I believed that it was only possible when testing. Oh, thank you very much, Godis, for the 10 gifted.
At Fresh Snow became a member.
Yeah, I thought all the stuff that you could change was only workable when testing, and then as soon as the whole Kaizo app came out, I was like, oh, fuck it, I guess the game's gone. So. But then there's... I love Reaperdox so much. He's one of the nicest humans on the entire planet, so I don't say this to try and, like, make fun of him or belittle him at all. But there was a period of time... Was it 20... I can't remember if it was 23 or 24, and he was doing 250 Supercross, and he was finishing like 10th in 250 Supercross. I don't know about you, I personally don't find 10th in 250s too impressive. And there were people leaving comments on ReaperDoc's videos saying Reaper's cheating. If 10th place in 250's cheating, then the whole game is fucking chalked. Just throw it in the bin. It's finished. Because then that means surely hundreds of people are. Yeah, you post it in my Discord, because I don't think that... Well, you can't post a picture in YouTube. But I know exactly what you're telling me right now about opening stuff in WinRAR. I remember back in 2022, I think it was, there was some drama with, I think it was Free Palms back then, where he was uploading testing laps on Supercross, where it looked like he had unnatural amounts of grip. And the hosts of the series back then, alongside with me, were trying to find any possible way, by changing the tyre traction in the WinRAR stuff that you're doing right now, to get that to work on a server. And every single time we would try joining a server like it, it would say tyre mismatch, which is why up until when Kaizo came out, I thought there was no possible way of changing files and still being able to join servers. Again, I don't want you to think that I'm deflecting. I don't want this to become the entire conversation of the stream, because it's something that I've been through many, many times before, and a lot of time it feels like it's just going around in circles, and there's nothing that I can do to change opinions on it. So again, nothing I can do. You've got your mind made up, you're entitled to your opinion in the same way everybody's entitled to their opinion. And that's it. Where's sand? There's sand. Alright, sand. Get the old quick shift going again. Try a bit of a... Oh, thank you, Godis. Can you... Roost, are you on the game right now? Because if you're on the game right now and about, would you be able to, like, let's say egregiously change some settings so you know that it would be, like, obvious to watch from other people's perspectives? Can you, like, change something egregious and then join the server and show it? Because I feel like that's step one of opening people's eyes. Why do you think Tyler's not doing this well in Aerial? I believe he's just been grinding out a fuck ton of 5M, which is the GTA roleplay stuff, if anybody didn't know what 5M was. No, for tell me if I'm misunderstanding it wrong. So, what you're saying is opening stuff with WinRAR, like config stuff in WinRAR, and adjusting values. Like, obviously, it is cheating because you're changing values, you know, like weight, and if you can change like your tires, traction, and stuff like that. What I'm saying is, right now, can you go and do that and change stuff to an egregious amount to give yourself like insane grip, for example? Can you join the server and like show us that you've done that and like to see that it's working? Or will it throw up an error saying like tyre mismatch? Oh, I know, Roosh, you're saying the same thing over and over again. I understand what you're saying. I understand the process of what you're trying to tell me to do. I want you to do it and try to join the server. Because again, you can do whatever you want to do in testing. I want to see if it is able to be done on the servers. Because if that's what the accusation is, but you can't do it and join the server, then it's void. track's a very good shout, by the way, if Oxygen's still in here. I can already tell this is a fun one. I don't think it's the longest track in the world, though. And I also don't know how many start gates we've got going on. Let's have a little look-see. 5M's either the funniest shit to watch or the most cringiest shit, depending on the situation. I am too awkward to even try and, like, roleplay with somebody and stuff like that. I don't know if that's a good way of looking at it, though, Roos, because I don't think that this game is that similar to real life in the slightest, though, so I don't think you have to have much real-life bike knowledge to be good at it. But again, you're not doing what I'm asking you to do right now, which is making, like, the accusations hold less weight to them. Because again, I have been aware since like 2021 or 2022 that you can do whatever you want in testing. And I've said so many times over the year, which is why I don't trust testing world record times. Again, if you are able to join this, if you can go and change stuff, I mean, it's obvious to see when people have got like way too much grip or the bike's going faster than they should do. I say, if you're able to change stuff and just join a public server like we're in now without it throwing out an error, then that is huge. That is huge. That is stuff that then would need to be reported to Paboso to see if he can work on it more. The other issue is, and I don't want to go and leak like Paboso. Let me try and show you something here. You can see my messages with sorry right here. He's a very nice man. So can you see here? There is a Paboso dev server. There is some stuff in here that I don't want to show because it is about like the integrity of the game and like anti-cheat and stuff like that and working on stuff. I have sent several messages into this dev chat over the years about getting stuff changed in the game to make racing more fair for people. Does that make sense? So when Lean Help Zero was really OP, I put the video of Hackon's Insane Lap in there saying, should this be allowed or should it be changed? When people were turning off all of their shadows on outdoors and making tracks like Washougal way easier than they should be, I put it in there saying, should we force shadows to always have to be on in servers in racing conditions? So in terms of like racing integrity, I've said that I've wanted an anti-cheat in the game for ages as well. I don't know what else I can do to get past all this. And, you know, I would love to wake up tomorrow and there be this massive argument in Discord where it's shown that person XYZ123 have all been cheating for years. And I'd feel great, because it's like, oh, okay, maybe I'm not just getting washed up and older and less good at the game, maybe people have been cheating. But the issue I've got is the people that are beating me right now have been pretty good at the game for years now at this point. And again, if we use Cam as an example, like I've played with Cam in person on a stage with computers and everything set up by staff members. So unless he's carried a cheeky little USB stick with him and plugged it in just before the racing, I don't see how it's possible. And he spanked everybody in that race on the stage as well. So I don't know. I don't know what to do at this point to convince anybody or people. No, surely, like, you can tell looking at somebody if they're using Lean Help Zero. Like, watching the Lean Help Zero laps, like, back in the day before it was banned, like, it's outrageous how quickly the bikes flip side to side. And it's like, you know, people like Cam as well, they upload their race videos at the end of the night. It doesn't look egregious. I mean, we've had, I don't know if you was in any of the NSP streams where I was commentating rather than racing. But there was, in one of the rounds, there was like 2 different cheaters, and just from me spectating in third person, I could tell that something wasn't quite right. But when I watch Cam, it just looks good. Again, I've got no reason to be defending him at all. He's not like somebody that I talk to outside of the game or anything like that. Got no like alliances or allegiances going on with anybody like that at all. Then I also don't understand, like, why would I sit here and try and call out random people whose bikes look a little bit strange and then not do anything else. I'm guessing Sora rolls just delete that message again, but like Roos, I've seen that message that you've put so many times about opening shit in WinRAR and moving it. I know what you are talking about. Again, what I will say, I have not seen anybody do that and be able to join a server. This is the debate, is being able to join a server. I am aware you can do whatever the fuck you want with WinRAR in testing. I have not seen people be able to join servers like it without it throwing up issues like tyre mismatch, bike mismatch, this, that and the other. Like, I understand where you're coming from. I know what you are trying to show me doing or get me to do. But I am not going to do anything like that on stream right now, because people will clip that, take it out of context, and then I've got an even harder job of trying to explain, no, I'm just playing the fucking game. I've got no life. I sit at my desk for basically 12 hours a day. I've got over 5,000 hours playing this shit. I have no reason to cheat. I get 8th in main events. I'm not even winning shit anymore. I don't understand why it's an issue at this point. I enjoyed Sim a hell of a lot last night, Frank. A hell of a lot. But I think it's because it was fresh, because it's new, so it was just something different. You're running Lynn's pace? Well, hopefully I can change that. That's what I'm getting, is if everybody is doing this and you found out this amazing discovery, why won't you just join the server and show yourself doing it? Instead of like throwing out the accusations that me, Troy, Cam, Tyler, all these people are cheating, just join and show you doing the thing that you are accusing of. Do you think they have minimum hours for Aerial Pro? No, I don't think so. People learn the game at different speeds. It's like, if you've got thousands of hours in Sim, it'll probably only take you a couple of hundred to get good on MX bikes. Zach, you do not have 300 hours anymore, sir. I know that you've been grinding. That is a lie. I would like there to be, like a point-out system in Aerial. So you have to move up to the 450 class after a while. Oh, it's a very inside OP start, isn't it? Jesus Christ. No, I don't even think it's one guide at this point, because it's something that's happened for like months and like years at this point. It comes in waves, it comes in stages where people throw accusations out. But again, I've been doing this for over 5 years at this point. I basically record and stream everything that I do, like especially on like live streams and stuff as well. It's like, surely if I'm doing anything nefarious, I would have slipped up at this point by now. Or if there's some kind of like allegiance and paywall and like paid bikes that were being suggested as well, people would get the hump, get annoyed. It's like, you have to think, so if let's take the whole paid faster bike situation. Surely it would be the OEM team making these extra bikes, because they have to work within the OEM pack themselves. I don't particularly get along that amazing with the OEM team, because well, I don't know if I'd call it a massive fallout, but we had a big disagreement before I left the OEM like testing team itself. So it's like, they got no reason to not call me out for shit like that. Was Bob Billy cheating? No, I don't think so. Again, the only thing I saw about Bob Billy, I had one person into my DMs only saying they think Bob Billy's cheating after he won that one K-Bell race. And it's like, not my job to go like deep diving and searching for shit like that. I've got no grievances with Bob Billy. I've barely spoken anything to the guy. He pops into the streams every now and then. That's not for me to deal with. Yes, this is quite an enjoyable track. It's nice getting a little whooped out sand track again. Although I am kind of getting dookied on by a 250 right now, which doesn't feel good. No, yeah, I've never had a disagreement with anybody in MX bikes before. But I can understand at the same time But this is always an argument that I use, and again, people can treat it as cope, or they can be like, oh, he's actually onto something here. If you was to take 100 people and give them the exact same setup from day one, and they all play for 100 hours, all on the same track, there will still be a ranking of the person that is the best out of those 100 and the person that is the worst out of those 100. So there is just a talent to something where somebody could put 10,000 hours into the game and still be pretty mid, and someone could put 2,000 hours into the game and be really, really good. So there is practice and getting better combined with talent and skill at the same time, and they then kind of collide to make the best riders in the game. So I can understand that there being people that might not want to accept that because they've put the grind in and they think there's no feasible way of going any quicker than they currently are. But there is ways of going quicker than they currently are. Because I'll put in a burner of my fucking life on an aerial supercross track, look at the qualifying results, and I'm 2 seconds slower than like Cam at the top. And I'm just like, where do you gain 2 seconds from? Like, I thought I was decent in the game, but I guess not. So there's still levels to it. I feel like Zach might be waiting and toying with me now, because he went really slow for a second and now he's going fast again. Unless he crashed. I don't know, I wasn't paying enough attention. I'm so unfocused on the racing now. Now we've had a nice little passionate debate. He has got a fuck ton of cheats though. He's like, he was in front of me on track there, and he's 14 seconds behind on timing. I've ridden off the side of this track so many times. And I am going to... I don't want to move over on him, he's got the outside there. I'm going to blame MX Simulator as the reason, because on bikes I need to keep leaning over more, but on Sim it does a lot of the leaning for you once the bike's cranked over, and then you have to steer upwards again. I need to keep on leaning, which is why it's hard to make the transition from one game to the other back to back. Congrats on qualifying, thank you. It's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time, so it's obviously nice to come back in after a relatively short amount of practice and manage to get top 40, but at the same time I only had to be faster than 4 people, but it just so happens that those top 40 times are all pretty damn quick, like they're all good people. Yeah, maybe next week we can go one spot better, maybe we get 39th rather than 40th. Yeah, I qualified 40th and you needed to be top 40 to make it through. Had a good start in the heat, I think I was like second into the second turn, and then got dive bombed and taken out, and I finished about 17th, and then basically exactly the same result in the LCQ. But I was riding like absolute arse cheeks in the LCQ. I crashed in the whoops like 3 laps in a row. Sim's dead. I wouldn't say dead so much, because like I said, those top 40 times were all like extremely competitive times. And I was only 3 seconds off of top quali. So it's not like there was an insane gap from top to bottom. But I think they're a bit more... Well, I think that there's 2 reasons. I think they're a bit stricter on who they give 450 Pro licenses to. Because if you want to race 450 Pro Supercross, you have to have a Pro license. And the other one that Luke Sheffer, who's one of the race hosts, said to me, is this year RF have done a rule where if you're top 15 in 450 points, you cannot go and do the 250 coast when the time comes around. You can't drop down. So I think a lot of people are just choosing not to even risk it and not show up to do any 450s, just waiting for the other coast for 250s to begin. I'm all over the place now. This track, did I pin the track? I don't know if I pinned the track. It's called Veggie's Turn Track, V-E-G-I. Yeah, just type in V-E-G-I, it'll come up on MXB mods, if I haven't pinned it. I had fun. It's frustrating, but it was fun. And I think it's just because it was like fresh again after playing bikes for so long. I just have the biggest skill issue in the world in the whoops on Sim right now. They're so difficult. Oh, that's weird. Just said that Zach is 6.666 seconds in front. The devil. The devil disguises himself in many forms, and today he is Veggie's Sandy Turn Track. Good track though, like good fun. It's one of them ones that I could see myself They're putting some road on as well and just shutting my brain off and spinning laps. I do keep going, like, over a lot of corners. And I think I'm trying to go too fast. I don't think it can hold me quite as well as I'm expecting it to. I think I've gone over that corner every single lap as well. And aerial 250 class, would it be easier? I don't know. I'd say they're probably both relatively the same difficulty to qualify for. I feel like the 250 tends to have like more cracked out kids in it that will play the game a lot more, so it can be harder to qualify in that sense. I was almost tempted, because I played bikes for a good like 30 minutes or so earlier today, like in the morning. I was almost tempted to start messing around with my leaning settings. I've missed a lap. I'm now in 14th place. I was tempted to mess around my lean settings to almost make it feel a bit more like Sim does, just so the transfer over from one to the other isn't quite as bad. But I messed around with a few things and it just felt even worse, then I just went back to what I was rocking. So I think I'm still on 80 direct lean, 150 linearity and 100 gain. I might have to do another race around here. I feel like I need to redeem myself after missing a timing gate somewhere. It's probably just one of the many times that I fell off the track. This would be a good track to practice for like the sand GP tracks that we're going to have this season, hopefully. I've had the road on 0.1 today as well on all these tracks, but it hasn't really made much of a difference. So I might need to crank the road up. There's no solution for staying in ruts, to be honest. If you're starting them right where it starts and you're falling out, then you're either not turning the stick enough, or you're turning the stick too much, or you just haven't got your lean settings quite dialed for your own muscle memory and inputs just yet. I will say my right wrist is starting to cramp up a little bit. Excuse me, sir, coming through. Oh! I didn't want any room on the track anyway, it's fine. Being on track's overrated. Not enough running room on the inside. Is this race still going? Or I think it's still going. I don't know where the finish line is the only downside when you have tracks that are this bare. Maybe just a little checkered flag somewhere. Oh, that bit's tricky. I guess the cheat code really on sand is just to ride as high as possible as you can in the berms to miss out most of the bumps. There you go, I finished 11th after my lap not counting. I think. Where's the finish line? Finished 10th. There you go. Next Pokemon unboxing. I have nothing left. I've opened everything that I ever owned. Oh, Linda got me a bunch of stuff for Christmas and birthday, which was nice. Pulled a few nice cards out of that. Or the lap time's looking like. Did get the best lap, which is nice, by over 4 seconds. Yeah, we'll try and do that again without going off the track next time. You can see the cuts are quite brutal, actually. Was there a lot of jump starts, or did people just not? There's only one jump start. So we've got so many people, unless they just went off the track every single lap, so none of their laps counted. I can see that being an issue. How do you work on corner entry speed? I think a lot of people make the mistake of going into corners too fast, whereas I feel like coming out of the corners is probably more important. The only thing I would really recommend to get into the habit of doing is to have the bike leant over to match the angle of the rut before you actually get to the rut. Because then your bike does stay a lot more planted because there's not as much of it to do. There we go, Rooster's just joined. It's also good actually to see if he, it looks like he's doing anything egregious. Of course, he could just have Kaizo and doing it that way, but yeah, we got Subway in the UK. I don't know if this actually changed. Like, if he's able to join this and it's like blatant that he's cheating. Wait, is that him? No, that's Godis. It's nice to show that it's at least doable. And then I guess I'll go through the extent. Why am I trying to defend him? Because he's following through with what I said. And I was like, if you can go and change your settings and join the server and like show like egregiously that it's possible to do, then it at least makes me a bit more aware of other people could be doing it, you know? And if it is possible to do, then it's something to report to Boboso at the same time. I think he's sinking in right now. Because again, I think the best way of wording it is I've got a massive... Fetish isn't the right word. I've got this part of me that loves revenge. So if somebody's doing something wrong, or like justice, I like seeing people punished for things that they're doing wrong. So if it turns out that what Roos is claiming here is possible to do in online servers, then hopefully I can get that pushed through to the right people. They can implement fixes for it, and then maybe set something up. So where if somebody then tries doing that again in the future, it flags and then they get banned and it's like, oh, by the way, this person's been cheating this whole time. That would give me a good sense of justice. Oh no, I've read it, Toxic. It's fine. I say I'm not accusing of anything. I'm just reading what people have like sent to me in the DMs. But yeah, we got Subway in the UK. I eat Subway fairly regularly. I know I shouldn't, but have been a good boy recently, and I've been toning it down to having 6-inch subs rather than the foot long. So, why does it keep? I was in the pits. That's why. Oh, congratulations, Reed, and thank you, Jimmy. You're munching on a foot long, you big boy. Very big boy. Oh, okay, sorry, Tibo. I see, like, because I glimpse across to the chat every now and then, I don't get the full context of the conversations that are going on, so a lot of time I feel like people are directing comments towards me, and I'll answer, and it's just not the case. Oh, Ilam's been kicked for cheating now. Ilam cheating confirmed. Oh, you can't even see. Turn this off. There you go. Right. Let's see if there's any Any sussy backer activity going on here? Yeah, you might just be a slower learner, Zinta. I mean, 1k, it sounds like a lot, but a lot of the pros have at least, I would say at least 2k. Oh, you're trying to do this? Oh, okay. This looks very, very normal to me right now. There's a little bit fast mid-turn there. But then he's bogging it around in 4th gear. Is that it? Banned you from Discord back in 2020. Oh, is it? Bruh. So I wanted him to join to show it was possible in servers. Like, I know you can do shit in testing, but I just don't think you can do it on servers. That was... so now that he said that he was 10 minutes behind in my live stream, I kind of feel like there was a big disconnect between what I was saying and what he was saying. So I feel like that's why that conversation went a lot worse than it probably needed to. Oh, no. That's fine. Just in testing, you know, in the past where, like, I've done a video on, like, changing rider weight and things like that, and even to this day still, because I haven't been shown proof otherwise yet, I still believe that you can only do that stuff in testing, because as soon as you would join a server, you would get some kind of mismatch, whether it was a bike mismatch, rider mismatch, like some kind of error. And that was always still my opinion all the way up until fucking Kaizo release, and then you've got a full-on mod menu, and you can change anything you want. But what Roost was saying is it sounds like he's discovered the same thing that a bunch of the old boys have known since back in like 2021, and he's saying that he's convinced that people like myself, Cam, Tyler, Troy are using it in races. But I still don't think you can just go and edit config stuff and join a server without it throwing out an error, because that is one update in particular that Poposo did actually do, because the conversation came up with removing the needable tear-offs by editing that in your config files. You could do that before. So he'd set up checks, so if you edit anything in your config files, that flags up when you join a server and it bans you from the server, which I think is still the case. So I still feel like a full-on Kaizo menu is the only method around it. But then again, I'm not smart enough to know all the computery shit. I was sitting here panicking the other day because the fans on my PC started going wild and my PC started flashing red, so I just shut everything down. Still don't know if my PC's chalked or what, but... there you go. Newly there's a reputable source. He was able to cheat and change like your road values in servers and stuff, and he submitted all of that to Boboso to try and fix that as well. So I'll believe whatever Newly says in regards to what is and what isn't possible for the time being. What's your Discord name, Reed? Because if it was that long ago, I've got no clue what it would have been for. How do I... No, that's my settings. That's not even my server settings. How do I go about doing this? Server settings... Bans... Search by name... Read... Read 7... Oh, ban reason, sending Steam scam links. Did you click on any naughty links in the past and they got your Steam account? I've revoked it now, so you should be able... I don't know if the link in the description of this is valid or not, but you should be able to join it again now. Yes, W Island. Thank you very much. That's Item's way of saying sorry for making me go bald. Yeah, we do get a lot of, I would say at least one a day, of people's Discord accounts getting taken over and like sending scam bot links. Happens very, very often. So here is your daily Safety announcement. Make sure you have two-factor authentication on basically any account you use ever. So I remember when the MXB mods hacking was going on, they was then trying to also get into my email, so they was using my MXB mods email and trying to use the same password to get in. Thankfully, the password was not the same. So from that day, everything that I have has two-factor authentication and has to go through my phone as well as my computer to log into anything. Which is a pain in the arse a lot of times, so I just want to log in something quickly, and it's like, okay, you got to go enter this code, this, that, and the other. It's a big old pain in the arse. Even to log into my emails every time, doesn't even use a password anymore. Just sends a code to my phone. I then have to press... Jesus Christ. It then gives me an option for like 3 codes, and I have to press the one that matches, and oh yeah, big pain in the arse. Your account on shop has been blocked. Does that mean a permanent ban? Yeah, probably. And I can guarantee it's relating to you saying about crashing the servers, because Nico is not going to take kindly to stuff like that, since they're his servers that are being attacked, and the shop is his as well. No, not with Wild BW Durag Williams. How am I meant to set fastest lap times in the lobby when you're in her? Let me have a look, actually. Let's, he probably was a millionaire until he started funding a full dev team to start working on motocross the game, because that shit ain't cheap. Oh, new Strava kudos. Jaden, Jam, and 2 others gave you kudos. I haven't gone to the gym in like 2 days, so the boys are slacking on Strava. Done another one. Bet you can't guess your name. Well, I'll have a look to see who's just joined. Oh, 2026 MXCM Outdoor Champ. I didn't even need to have a look at the join list. If you're banned from Deadies, then it'll be a permanent ban. I think the only reason you're probably able to join these servers right now is because these are CBR servers rather than MyMXB servers. And I think they share different blacklists. I need to get back inside Jim. No, let Pam and Jim seem like a good couple. I don't want to go and disrupt what they've got going on there. But my legs just haven't worked for the last 2 days. I don't know what overcame me to think that putting 3 quad-heavy exercises back to back to back was a good idea. But yeah, the old quads do not work right now. Yeah, it'll probably take you about 20 minutes to start feeling like normal again on bikes after playing sim. Yeah, sleep is something that I do not get enough of. I really, really, really have been struggling to sleep lately. I've probably had 5 hours a day for the last week minimum. Even if like my eyes are so like sore and tired and I'm just laying there, I will not fall asleep for just hours at a time. So the body has not been getting the rest that it needs. Oh yeah, I saw Seth doing that. It was pretty nuts. I had a look in the RF Discord afterwards, and people were upset about it. I think they were saying there should have been an invisible barrier above the finish line to make it not doable. CBD helped you. I don't like the idea of going down the route of relying on any sort of drug or supplement to just help me fall asleep. Because then I feel like if you're in a scenario where you can't have it, then your sleep will be even worse. I'm very much running a night shift sleep cycle at the moment. So like I'll gym very, very late/early hours in the morning. And then try and go to bed after that. And it's like when Linda disappears to work, then I'll get into bed and try and sleep then, but I just struggle to get to sleep. But it's like, the simple solution would be just have, you know, the normal 9 to 5 worker sleep pattern. But then the things I want to do at certain times aren't quite as good. Like I detest going to the gym and it's just manically busy. Hate it. And I go to one of the cheap gyms, basically, the 24-hour gyms that are always busy all the time unless you go at stupid hours. I like life at the early hours of the morning much nicer as well. Like even just driving to the gym and having nobody on the roads and just being able to listen to music and have a nice time rather than being sat in traffic with dog shit drivers everywhere. I remember, so I was still working in an office when COVID hit as well. And so they sent us, we started working from home instead off the laptops. And every single lunch hour, I would go for a walk. Outside, I know, going and touching grass, who would have thought? And I loved just how quiet the world was outside, because nobody was outside. Just gonna wait for old JS7 to get his ass in here, and then we'll do another race around her. Let's go. Track is in the pinned comment. Come on, JS7, get your ass in here, boy. The lobby's waiting on you. Oh, actually, speaking of Strava, let me load it quickly, because I had it under good authority from the horse's mouth that a Mr. Troy Nigel Hines was going to go for a run the other day. And I see no run from Troy on my Strava list whatsoever. So there's only two answers to that. He either did not record it or he didn't do it. And I'm going to jump to the extreme and say that he didn't do it and he's let me down. Because I messaged him and I was like, what am I following you on Strava for? I never see any activity. And he was like, I'm going to go for a run. And now we've got to wait for Tavin as well. Password is... There you go. Those who know will know. Where's... Oh, Aiden's not in this lobby. Watch J7 try and learn the track there. Maybe, if the game loads him. Here we go. This is probably J7's first laps on the track, so we'll watch the learning process for him just for another couple of minutes whilst everyone's getting sunked in. You You know, the AJP Fantic model got leaked. We have a Fantic model? I feel like we only had a... I feel like we only had a different bar pad at some point. Oh, you've been kind of clickbaited, Jerry. That is... I'll show you, actually, see if I can find it again. So, I don't think I even have it in my game. So if I go to my screenshots, I was just looking for a random screenshot to put in the thumbnail, and I scroll, and it's literally one of the first ones ever. Can you see what date a screenshot was taken? Like this way. Where's properties? 15th of June 2023 that photo was taken, so I was just looking for one that would look funny and engaging, so yes, I apologise, there's been a somewhat clickbait there. I'm pretty... I think... I don't know if it was because of the erode update that happened a while back, but a lot of the bikes that I used to download from GP bikes to just be stupid in MX bikes, a lot of them now, as soon as the tyres touch dirt, the game crashes straight away. So I don't think they're too compatible anymore. I got no idea who does the Moto Academy stuff. Oh my god, what? Boys, I don't know if we're ever going to get a race going. Everybody's joining now. Is that a full... it must be a full 30. Yes, I love giving Drew shit. But I do feel like I still have to wait for him to get synced in. Got Craze in the lobby. Oh, God. Oh, see that I'm tired already. No, I know that if I end the stream in like an hour from now, and if I was to go to bed straight away, I still wouldn't get to sleep. I'd probably still be awake at like 5 AM. Oh, JS7's putting down some heat. Peter putting down some heat as well. Right, Woodland, you're in this circle now, so I need some background information of... what's his name? Leflodan? I need some background information on that guy, because every time I see him in a server, he puts down the most outrageous laps I've ever seen, but then I don't think I've ever seen him do a competitive race ever as well. So what's going on here? What's the story? Because the first time I saw him in a server, I accused him of cheating. Then I watched him and he looked like he was just barking. Barks on Latvia. I want people like that to just sign up for Aerial and see how they do. He's so quick on all of the public and the ranked tracks. Last year's Latvia, I think, is one of the best soundtracks of all time. It's so fun. Can we get some KMX Monster Mountain? Oh, I feel like I can't turn it down when the track creator himself donates suggesting it. Let me have a look. Let me search it. Let me preload it. I might still have it in my game. I have just searched Monster on MXV mods, which probably wasn't a good idea. I imagine there's a lot of like Monster Energy stuff. Oh no, I haven't played this one before. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? This will be a new one for me. Yeah, we'll do Monster Mountain after this. Thank you very much, King. Living up to your name. King Energy. Good vibes. Right, what are we looking like now? Are we good? We are good, finally, right. Sorry to anybody that's on a lap right now, but I am starting the race. Let's keep her going. I don't know what today's numbers are looking like, by the way. I haven't had a look yet, but yesterday... Obviously, bear in mind, Sim isn't my main game. I'm pretty sure we peaked at over 200 people watching at one point, which is pretty disgusting. And I have to say thank you to everyone that was there watching me yesterday. I know a lot of the European folk couldn't because it was just so late at night, but to anybody that was there watching, I do appreciate it. I always get scared just going and playing different stuff. It definitely helps that it's still in the motocross genre. Yeah, it was good. It's more than some... It's like, I don't think we even get 200 watching the like 85 races that I was doing. Hello, Jamie. It's OR, not ER. You can't first name me and spell it wrong. Why have you and DA been banned? I don't know. Hang on, what are you up to? You have been banned. I didn't do that. I've not pressed anything. I just pressed to start the race. I mean, I wonder if there's an automatic ban system, because my server list is saying right now... If I bring this up on stream, it's not going to show any... Actually, it shows like the port number and stuff. I don't really want to give the people that attack the servers anything to do. It does say there's 35 out of 30 people, so I'm wondering if it's like an automatic ban when there's not enough start gates. But I have not done anything. Do you know the worst spelling of Connor I've ever seen? And it was his actual name. It was somebody that I used to race against back in like 65s. C-O-N-A. C-O-N-A. What the fuck? Connor. See, Jamie's just hit me with the hard R. He's hit me with the Connor. Crazy work from you. In 2026, dropping hard R's like that's crazy. Yeah, I think they were quite council-y. American folk will have no idea what we mean when we say someone sounds council. Oh, fucking hell! Oh, I'm dead. Please don't make me miss too many timing gates. Oh, no. Well, I've got no clue if my... I think I'm a lap down already to begin with. My timer hasn't started counting yet. And these guys have. So you know what? I am about to make a little detour. And I'm going to try and hit this again. There we go. Yeah, my first lap didn't count because of that. Better to lose an extra 20 seconds or so at the start than an entire lap. Oh. Oh. No, so council is like the opposite of posh. What the fuck is going on? Huh. I thought I was meant to be good in sand. That's like the one thing that I'm alright at these days. If I've got sand, I've got nothing. Got nothing left. I'm going to lock in for a lap, see where we can get back to. Try and feel the sand flow. Sand flow's great. Like once you're in it, you're vibing, you're loving life. As soon as you get out of the sand flow, you want to uninstall the game. I don't think I should go as far wide there as I am. There's no real need for it. No! Oh! It's fine. I thought the front wheel was going to wash on me as I went over there. was not a single thing I could do to avoid that. Got bikes flying everywhere. Boys, we're going at 10 miles an hour. How can we not... How can we not stop fucking hitting each other? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I'm just getting unlucky now. All that work that I just made up gone. Only downside of this track is there is only one fast way around here, and that's around the outsides everywhere, so if you've got someone right in front of you, there's not a whole lot you can do. Ah. That's frustrating. How'd you unassign a keybind? I don't know if you can. Just press... I'd say just press a random button on your keyboard if you don't want it to be on your controller at all. Like one that you just know you're never going to press at any point. I don't know if you can fully unbind something. Yeah, I don't think I'm coming back 56 seconds, I'll be honest. See, now that I've been playing with a slight amount of tilt in the camera settings today, I almost don't notice it anymore. Kind of feels normal. This suspension is way too OP on sand. So the back wheel just almost never leaves the ground, so you're just constantly driving forwards. I remember when I first used it on Southwick like 2 years ago, I was just barking on all of the other ARL guys just in a straight line. Just because they're bouncing up in the air and I'm driving forwards the whole time. I think Roost might actually be my kryptonite. I think I've caught up to the back of him about 3 times now and then I've crashed straight away. Last time was just ping. I'm guessing he's from Oceania. Let's try again. Oh, I'm off the track. 4th time's a charm. Where do I go for it? Where do I make it happen? He's gone. He's made a mistake. Go, go, go. Yes. No! Go! Yes, okay, he's not there. Phew. Oh, if you want to play one stick on this game, then you do have to go into your control file, open it up in Notepad, and then manually like set it to be the same stick. Because I don't... No, that's only... yeah, because that's if you want to ride a lean at the same time, isn't it? Yeah, people... I remember back when I first started playing, the people that played one stick then... So, obviously, as I go around a corner here, it's like I'm turning to the right with my left stick, but then I'm counter-leaning the other way with the other stick. So you'd have to set up like the counter lean to where it leans the opposite way for you, and you can only do that by changing it in your control notepad file. So for the sake of pain in the arse, I would say just play the game on 2-stick and learn it that way. I think 2-stick is more beneficial than 1-stick as well, purely because you have more control over the bike as a whole. Like, you get to use all of the rotation forwards and backwards, side to side, whereas on one stick, you only really ever get, like, half of it. Because you have to put your stick at... Let's say you want to go left and lean forwards at the same time, you'd have to do diagonally up and left. So you'd only be able to turn half the amount and lean forwards half the amount. Whereas if I've got it on two sticks, I can crank the stick all the way over left and put the other stick all the way up, and then you can get the full amount. 2.6, so much better. I feel like every motocross game I have played since MX vs ATV Reflex has been 2-stick. There's one corner on this track that's actually starting to get a little bit of a road. I found out after watching Seth Carr's main event back last night on Sim that he plays one stick. But I think one stick's quite common on Sim compared to like MX bikes. At least it was fairly common back when I was playing. No, I'm not doing this track again. We're going to do KMX's Monster Mountain after this. As soon as I've crossed... I think this is the last lap. Once I've crossed the line, I'll throw a link up to it. Yeah, the server will go down and it'll go up again. So you should be able to get in. I'll be honest, today's kind of confirmed what I was scared of when I started playing a bunch of Sim again, was that I would lose the bike's ability, and I've been very hot and cold today. It's either been decent or it's been fucking horrific. Which makes me a little bit nervous for tomorrow. Is this race done? I'm just riding around for no reason. I'm going to pretend it's done. I didn't get a finish flag anywhere. It looks too easy for a dirt bike game. Give her a go. Give it a go and see if you still find it easy. Right. That is the track we're doing next. I need to download it as well. We'll close and reopen. Almost 500 megabytes. It's not the end of the world. Oh yeah, if you want something hardcore, then Sim's definitely the way to go. I'll say the general opinion I have now between the two games is Sim is for the hardcore / competitive side of things, and then Bikes is more for the casual players. So the ease of access of Bikes is a lot easier, I think. MX Bikes, mods, tracks, paste, reload game, and then server, configure, tracks, Monster Mountain, save, restart server. I genuinely find MX vs ATV Legends difficult sometimes, but I think that's because I don't play it enough. and the game feels like wonky to me. So it's like the bike doesn't handle how you would expect a bike to handle. So what I'm naturally inputting into the sticks isn't the desired outcome. So even though it's like arcadey and it should be easy, it's like kind of wonky to me. So it's like in Sim and in MX bikes, if I turn left, my bike turns left. In Legends, if I turn left, my handlebars will turn, but my bike will just carry on fucking ploughing forwards over the berm in front of me. Oh, sorry, Doug, I already put the server up. I don't think I can do it now. There is a chance this is the last server of the day. Probably do 2 races on here. Depends how we're vibing with the track. I'm seeing rumours that Seattle might be wet. I know, it looks like Friday's going to be wet, but then Saturday looks like it's dry again. And it looks like it's dry there today. Thoughts? Diggs ain't ready. That's the real danger boy right there. Right. Oh, I'm still on the KTM. Oh, should have been on a Fantic or a Yami. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. Whoa! Dirt bikes, crazy work. Hopefully they cover it good enough to not be a mudder. Yeah, I think that they usually put that like tarp over it nowadays, don't they? Even if it's an open roof stadium. Now we want at least one mudder a year, just for the vibes. The competitors might hate it, but good for a viewing experience, I think. And gives Prado a chance to actually win a main event. Whoa. Whoa. Land it. Clean. Them 2 jumps there just gave me huge, like, Millville Chatterpult vibes. Prado's got Daytona. Nah, the thing is, Daytona is just Tomac, isn't it? As long as he doesn't get a shit start or go down. Can definitely step onto the top of that. Let's give that a go. I feel like people give him too much of a hard time. I feel like he's done way more than was expected of him this year already. It's like people are expecting him, well, saying like if he's not podium in his shit, and it's like, brother's done like 8 Supercross races compared to Sexton's over 100, and he's already battling / beating Sexton. You're like, oh yeah, but Sexton's crashing all the time. Yeah, fucking Prado hasn't. He's making it through the mains clean. What's wrong with that? There's no point in what ifs. Like, if I was quicker and didn't crash, I'd win fucking Supercross in real life, but I'm not, so I don't. $450 chip, I still think Tomac's going to win it. I really do. And the thing is, he doesn't look like he's gassing out in races or anything like that, and I know there's obviously been rumours of him retiring like every year for God knows how many years now. But if he keeps winning, there is a universe where Tomac overtakes McGrath. But then I suppose that depends if Jet just carries on jetting as soon as he gets back. Hello, Reed McCarthy. Okay, Reed's clearly bad luck. Oh, Reed's bad luck. I just had the horrible freeze frame. Do you think Kenny's got a chip though? I feel like, whilst Kenny's been good so far this year, I do feel like he's got like 1 or 2 bad races in him. Now, we haven't gone to Indy yet, where Kenny's always usually pretty damn good. I'm so zoned out right now, there's no part of me that's going to remember where this track goes. It would help if I was from the US and I'd ridden this track IRL, then I wouldn't need to remember anything. It's definitely doable. I think this is one of them KTM skill issue jumps though. I feel it can be a lot easier on a Yami or a Fantic. I'm going to do a minimum of 1 race around here, potentially 2. And that'll be me done for the night. Oh no, nowhere near that time. I don't believe I'll be going to Fox Hills, no. The issue with Fox Hills is, even just for the vets, when I went to watch the vets, quite limited on, like, viewing. There's only so much fence line there. And once the front fence line's taken, you're kind of fucked. So I imagine for the GPs it'll be even worse. So, no, I'll probably just stay in the warmth of my room and watch it on the live instead. Kenny wins, he might retire. I wouldn't be upset with it. And I'd be very happy with it as well. I think... Is there anybody that actually dislikes Kenny? I don't think that exists. Did you not foresee that line being doable, King? That's how I used to... With the aerial tracks as well, a lot of the time, there used to be like jumps that the pro boys would go and do after like 2 attempts, and the track makers would just have no idea that it would even be doable. There's a double on Jesse Mullock's Erne 2016, I think, that he made. And he was like, well, shit, didn't know that was doable. He complains all the time. Yeah, but so do I, and you love me. Going on Mr. T. Carburetor. Full government name. T. Carbohydrate. He's already in. He's already in. Love. One more word and you will survive. Got really into the mood today. I haven't done it yet, but I will be doing it in the very near future. Of going back and listening to some old UKF dubstep, like old retro shit from when I was a kid. Just to feel the nostalgia flowing through me. I qualified 40th, Jamie, so I got the last position to be able to get into the night show. Didn't make it through the heats or the LCQ. I was hella stinky. But it was nice to even just be able to, after like 4 or 5 nights of playing the game again, just to be somewhat competitive. So hopefully we get... So I would like to see if I can make a main event by the end of this year's sim season. So they've got another 10 rounds or so. My plan is maybe not for this week because it's stream week and it'd be nice doing something different each day. But after this week is done, my plan would be to do the MX Bikes races on the Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I can get back on sim to get back into the sim flow. Do the sim race on the Wednesday night, and then Thursday play bikes again, get it back into the bikes flow, and then Friday do the bikes race, you know, rinse and repeat. I should follow LV. He knows all of the ranked lines. See where he goes. It is weird seeing LV on a 450 though. Bit up. Okay. Didn't know that was that small. Just used to seeing the 250 underneath him. No. And the funny thing is, I kind of have the people that are attacking the servers to help, or to thank, because I would not have had any motivation or want to get back into sim if it wasn't for the bike servers not working on race nights. And it's also Kellen's fault. So fuck Kellen. He came in the stream on that Friday when the servers weren't working, and he was like, so see you at Seattle for sim on Wednesday then? And I was like, you've kind of planted the seed in my mind now. Oh, you can definitely triple up to that inside. And the other nice thing about the servers being attacked for me is I get to absolutely scam a living even more by having a stream on Friday night and then having exactly the same stream again on Sunday night. So I get to have 2 streams per round. It's lovely. I haven't got to think of any content, I haven't got to do anything, I just rock up and do my race day twice. I'm trying to use reverse psychology, try and tell them that what they're doing is actually a good thing, and then maybe they'll stop doing it. Last round error just didn't get rerun. They just fully chalked it. Which I don't mind, because I think from a racing perspective that Glendale track was arse cheeks. It's a fun track to play by yourself, but there's nowhere to pass on there, it's just wide open, one line everywhere. I feel like Seattle was going to be a very, very similar scenario, because there's no alternative rhythms that you can do. Quite one-dimensional. I'm getting my shit munched around here, by the way. Everyone's barking. Oh, that's a 250 that's just yeeted past me. I don't even know who it is. I've never heard of that man before in my life. I will take the most unnecessary outside imaginable. Oliver check. No, his ping's too good to be Oliver. Oliver's playing from a plane right now. He's on the old hotspot. Oh. Oh. I'm guessing this track has been overscaled for MX bikes, so taking that into consideration, I think this track would fuck IRL. It does seem like one I would want to ride. And Brock is lagging his titties off. Oh my goodness. How did they not hit each other? I mean, most tracks do have to be scaled up in bikes to actually be fun, don't they? Oh, it's very fast into there. Okay. Brock's doing tricks on it as well. Oh, I got the corner all wrong. Don't think I'm going to get it. Oh! She jumped underneath me. Mmm. It's actually sad how slow the KTM feels in comparison. KTM used to be the main bike, used to be the boy. And the Honda used to be good as well. Gas used to be good. And now, even after that last update they've done where they made race mappings for every bike, just everything that isn't a Yami or a Fantic just feels so painfully slow. I've been getting fingered by the road in this race. I feel like every time I've had a collision with someone, I've gone flying and they haven't. Not road, fucking ping, netcode, all that good stuff. Hello, Tetfi. Yeah, I've raced the Barboso bikes a few times. I feel like there's an interesting conversation to be had about them Barboso bikes, because they are wonky in their own way, but they do make the game harder. Which is kind of what I want. I mean, you're seeing the shit that we're doing on these OEM bikes now, just how fast we're going, how we can flatland things with no issues at all. So they do a good job of slowing stuff down. Like, I should be dead. My life should have ended, I should have perished. I think there's a bit of a disconnect with the beta 16-17 argument of all the bikes feeling good. I think it was more that the game wasn't as competitive / sweaty as it is now. So you didn't have to be on the best bike to be like comp at that point. You could just ride what bike you fancied riding the most. Podium tomorrow? I got no idea. It would surprise me. I would indeed be surprised. 360? Clean. Yeah, it would be a dream indeed. Unfortunately, we do have a bunch of wetties in the community that don't like playing anything difficult or different from what they usually do. So I don't foresee that ever happening. They don't like racing on a track that's a little bit slipperier than usual. I don't think they're going to race on entirely wonky bikes where the front end folds on you if you try going a tiny bit too fast. Try and hit this step up to the inside, I haven't done it yet. No, actually, not bad at all. 360. No, I didn't spin around enough. Oh, holy Brock. I feel like Brock's playing on a VPN. His ping's awful in this. Get the hotspot going. Where am I going? Jesus Christ. Just take all of the unoptimal ruts. Can't get close to that either. Are you on a 450 or a 250? I shut off for that as well. Oh, I didn't know that was the finish line. I got it on cuts anyway. Go back over and try it again. Where? My bad, pimp. It's over here somewhere, isn't it? We're up. I think it's over this way. Please let me reset. Stop bouncing, thank you. The distance is fine, the angle of it's a little bit tricky. Oh no, he was very fucking quick, Harry. He was very fast. He's only a second off of your 450 time. Wait, you couldn't tell that HWDRS Fat Rack was Harry? That was... Who else would that be? Right. I'm going to whack her back into practice real quick. I am going to go and take a big dookie. And then we'll start the final race after that. It's not letting me spectate people. Every time I click on LV, it goes to spectate MiGs. I'm clicking on LV, LV, LV. It says MiGs up here. What if I click on LV up here? Nobody. Sick. W game. Right. BRB. It's actually disgusting how much my quads hurt just trying to just get up and off of the toilet. Disgusting. Right, what are we looking like? Well, Mr. MH10. Hello, Chase. Chase, I noticed you seem to arrive for literally like the last race of every stream, or right at the end of a stream. Didn't even notice that Sora was in the lobby. That Minecraft is a valid excuse. Can you, in short, can you describe all the mods for me? Like how deep does it go? How extra is it? Because I remember when I was younger playing, like watching like Yogscast, for example, and playing the Tech It pack, and there just been so much, I would be so confused that it was overwhelming. So I might have to dabble in a bit of Minecraft action again. Do you think these boys will be happy or upset if I reset the track for this race? Or I think I'll just leave it. They probably want me to reset it because they want to go for some burners, but at least if I can see where the road is, it tells me what lines I need to take. Look up Greg Craft. That doesn't sound very enticing. Maybe this is the kind of road where it actually helps you go faster. That was fucking quick. Unless he didn't leave the ground. I've got two different max HUDs on Alphen. So I've got a normal max HUD, which is just standings and timing. And then this one over here is... which button is it? That one is MXB MRP3, which I've just got on the speedo at the bottom right, and then like lap time, position and time at the top right. So they're two different things. Oh, so it gives you, it sounds like it gives you a bit more of like a, not storyline per se, but more of like an end goal instead of just beating the dragon. JFK connected? I thought he was dead. We've got so many people joining. Go on, get all the way around the corner without sliding out. Nice. And a very itchy ear recently. I've had a good route around, clearing it all out, so I don't know why. You can make 194 different bees. Oh, so the bees make things for you. Interesting. Can we get bees that make diamonds IRL, please? Because I would, I'm here for it. I don't know why Oliver keeps waiting for me. I'm just going to sit here. I'll be annoying. Let's have a look. See what's going. Still more... I've not seen Jack for a while. Not seen Jack in the lobby for a minute. How is there so much room for all these people to connect? I'm not seeing many disconnects here, but a lot of connects. Connects! And there's only room for 30. I mean, the server's saying 35 right now. As I'm not scared of your sorry power. See right through you anyhow. Yeah, Brock is pinging. Brock's trying to figure out what his buttons are now, I reckon. Oh, my H button shakes my head and pauses the game at the same time. How's that work? Got any others? Oh, what was that? And I think that was still H again. J, K, L, P, O, I, U, Y, T, R, E, W, Q. No. M, H. No, M, N. B does nothing. Nah, this one was Eyes on Fire Blue Foundation. My favourite one, in my opinion. I have noticed, since adding tilt to my first-person rider view, when my front wheel gets super high, the camera kind of like glitches for a second, like it tweaks and looks down. It's probably quite hard to... It's like there. It's so hard to explain when it happens. Don't know if it's just the game bugging out because it thinks I've gone... Because like I'm facing backwards, I've gone past vertical. But it is annoying. See, there you go, it happened a couple times in a row there. Right, we're looking good. Let's rack 'em. Last race of the stream, my gamers. Can't wait to get a solid 6th or 7th again. What the actual fuck just happened? Well, Chase, I've ran... I'll restart it. I've ran zero tilt for 5 years. But coming on the game today after playing Sim, it just felt weird. So I was just messing around with random shit, and I put 3% tilt on. And I noticed I seem to follow Supercross ruts a little bit better than usual. So I'm going to rock with it for a while and see if anything happens. Originally I tried 5% at first, but 5% is just too much. So then I put it on 3. Thank you, Brock. Take a good look at this P2 gamers, because this is as high as it's going to go. Oh, yeah, the road's kind of... Oh, made that triple not doable anymore. I'm very curious to know what the lore is behind LV sandals. Absolutely ruined them. We're up. Probably should just follow some of these lines that people are taking, shouldn't I? Would definitely help me not lose by as much. That felt shit. I just feel like the rear suspension just gave up on me, that. I will see you tomorrow. What day is it tomorrow? That's Friday, isn't it? Oh, fuck. Ugh, Aerial. Aerial, that probably won't happen. Can tell it's the end of the stream. Head's gone. You're gonna miss CBR this Sunday? That's no good. That does not fill me with joy, Chase. It's nice to get an extra position, but we need the more old heads, the better. Think they'll go for Mudder? Fuck no. Fuck no. There is no universe where... I mean, they might make the ruts slightly deeper or something, but there's no universe anymore where they actually turn mud on, or turn rain on in the server settings. Everyone is too pussy for that shit these days. Everyone will hit the wow wow wow. How dare we have 1 round out of 17 be wet? Can't do that. This isn't going to end well. I mean, it ended well for me. Clean pass, I say. Definitely not a stupid move. I'm scared now. I thought he's going to try and get revenge. Especially me wobbling around. Oh, he kept it clean. Kind of, I think. I'm on 115 FOV right now. I thought it was 110 for ages. It's only until I was messing around with stuff earlier that I noticed it was 115. It's not a good place to crash. Hello, R4. Chase, feel like you might just have to take a laptop with you. That's the only acceptable answer. I'm playing so fucking sketchy, I'm just wobbling all over the place. Nah, you ain't gotta be on track, you can take a little break. Burr up. What's going on up here? Fucking hell. Look at that, all the DRS boys, they know the low lines. Oh, the 360 didn't happen. I was trying to get the back end all the way around, so she'd 360 automatically. Ripsky. Ah, this is just a model swap. This is a KTM that I'm on right now. He's not even on DRS. I see CBS in his name. I swear... Am I faded? I swear he was on DRS or NGS at some point. Maybe I'm just getting too old for everything at this point. That was clean. That was like so close to being off the track, but wasn't off the track. Holy. How do I do the hard part and save that crash, and then I just loot my Larry out afterwards? Ugh. Oh, the track is cooked with this erode. She's deep. Oh lord, she's deep. Suzuki kind of barks on moto. It would be very track dependent. Because it hasn't got the same speed in a straight line like the Yamaha or Fantic. Hasn't got the nimbleness in the turns like a KTM. So I think it would take a very specific kind of track. The thing that it does have going for it is the suspension on the Suzukis seem really plush, so it does handle bumps well. So maybe if it's a track where you can carry decent speed, so it's not like super tight and twisty, but then it's also not completely fifth gear wide open, it could be like usable. I will give you the no comp bullshit, Chase. You had nothing last year. Then I think at the same time, Buds does fit that perfect situation that I just said, where it's got some like up and down hills, but you can still carry good momentum through it. It's not like you're almost coming to a stop. But then it also at the same time doesn't have many places where it's full 4/5 gear wide open. But yeah, suspension on the Suzuki's nice. I mean, listen, I wish the Suzuki was better. I won a Supercross race in 2024 on the Suzuki against, like, Cam, Pearls, like, everybody. So, on the right day, in the right hands, it can be a viable option. Motocross merchant with a gifted motocross chip's kind of crazy. You could just do EU chase, since you're usually lurking around in my EU streams. I know you're available at that time. Bring back Monster Cowie. Not my property, unfortunately. You can't just be yanking the McMonster name. Oh, right. Gamers. That's enough for me tonight. It's been 3 hours. Oh. Tomorrow, we're going to go through the roller coaster of emotions that is aerial Supercross, hopefully. Thoughts on track. It seems like people were quite enjoying it. You know a good sign, King, of when your track is hitting is when the ranked boys show up in the pub lobbies for it. That means they're really vibing with it. So it seemed good. Server had no issue with the servers at all, Stove. There was a bit of flickering going on tonight. I don't know if that was server side or if that was just MX Bikes as a whole. Yeah. Don't know if there's anything else to it than that. But like the interface seemed fine to use. It was easy enough to kick Oliver when I needed to because he was spamming the chat. What is my in-game name? Should we change it now whilst I remember? There you go. Right. I will look into the Minecraft situation as well, because it would be nice to play some Minecraft in the spare time. But yeah, thank you very much, everybody. I'll see you all tomorrow. For however long the aerial stream lasts.